talking about it, y'all. Friends and Hollywood. When I first got to Hollywood, right, I was so excited being able to hang out with other people that was in Hollywood. And I was so excited to be able to say, that's my friend. That's my friend. That's my friend. Oh, yeah, we're friends. Stop having these fantasy friendships. Because you don't know them people and them people don't know you. And I watched the Michael Jackson story. Because you got it from his bodyguards. And what I want to say to those two brothers, thank you. Thank you. Because they made that man human. When you see this man going to a store, but his credit cards are declining. And this is the biggest star in history. In the history. But you see the treatment that he was receiving. And you say, y'all, if we look at the biggest pop star in the world who happened to be black, and he was being treated like that, how can y'all even form your mouth to say, why don't they just be quiet?
What's going on, my people? Welcome to another episode of Pretty Boss TV News. So today we're talking about Monique, y'all. You know, because I've been seeing what's going on. We've been seeing what's going on. Now, this has been going on longer than a week. This has been going on longer than 2 weeks at this point. You see what I'm saying? On the internet wise. Been going on behind the scenes even longer than this. Monique has been exposing Hollywood. She's been exposing it. And I just, woke up today to seeing a video about where Kym Whitley came out. Now, let's go back. Let's go back to where all this started, because this started with who? Oprah. Oprah, Tyler Perry, and Lee Daniels. Now, before I even go into what Monique said about them, because we all know, we all seen the videos. Let's go into why is Monique exposing these people. I'm going to go tell you how I feel about each of these people. In some depth, all right? So Oprah Winfrey, starting with her, this whole situation started happening. Why? Because Monique had, she's met Oprah through different durations in her career. You know what I'm saying? So she, basically, when she was a young woman, she was looking up to Oprah when she was a young girl.
This is not Oprah Winfrey's fault. So let me be clear about what I'm getting ready to say. This is not her fault. However, what we know is the power of television. We know the power that it possesses when you have that platform. And here we watched a black woman for over 20 years not have a black man by her side, not have a family. And it was all about empowerment and independency. It was all about sisters, get yours, get yours. So when I look in our communities and you see the downfall of our communities, again, we can't put it all on her because it's unfair. And she never came out of her mouth and said, black women don't fuck with black men. She never did that. However, we watched a woman that her actions said, you can do it on your own. We watched a woman that her actions said, you can do it on your own. See, and I can only speak for me and my situation. If I were over in Paris, anywhere, and I was going through a situation, you ain't going to just see me on the news. It's me and my husband. It's a team. If my husband's going through a situation, you ain't just going to see him. We're a team. So what that woman showed us, because I was one of them. I was one of them. My third marriage, y'all, this the last one. Nonetheless, it's the third one. I was one of them that said, nigga, I don't need you. Don't you? What did Oprah say? What's she saying? Because I don't need your ass. Again, we can't blame it on her, but it's what we took from it.
Oprah had already been Oprah, you know. For my whole life, Oprah been Oprah. You see, a lot of us was born into that, like Oprah been out. And so, as like with Monique, she was young, and she met Oprah the first time, and she got a chance to speak with her. Now, going through the whole situation started because Monique felt like she had certain intimate conversations with Oprah, and then those conversations ended up getting manipulated to be used for her show. She brought people, she did a segment that Monique was not comfortable with, and that she knew Monique would not be comfortable with after discussing with her. So now, with that being said, for people who might not know, had to throw that in there. Oprah, you know, a lot of there's a side of the world that will see Oprah as like, you know, the best thing ever, self-help, what, you know, whatever. Oprah is literally some people's saviors out here in these streets. Let's be real, you know. And then you have the other aspect of the population, especially the young ones who look at Oprah like, all right, you got all this money, you doing all this, but what are you doing for the black community? Oprah then did some shit over in Africa, supposedly, allegedly, I don't, you know, and started a school. But I'm like, what about right here in our country? How many youths could be helped? She could start an academic institution right now. What Umar Johnson is doing, trying to have like a Pan-African type school environment, supposedly, is what he's supposed to be doing. That's something that Oprah could easily do. Single-handedly with her money, she could change the whole academic game to where we're able to have programs where we're really teaching our kids and we're creating our own curriculums for them to be able to survive in this world in the future. With that being said, Oprah. So much potential, yet doesn't really do anything for our people. But Oprah as a person, I've always questioned what her integrity is. She just came out with that movie about Henrietta Lacks, right? And I'm like, that movie, when I saw it, Oprah was acting so coonish. I'm like, why is she always acting coonish on a movie? Why does she always make it seem like black people talk like that? Oprah, at the end of the day, her as a person, the way that she physically portrays and verbally portrays black people in movies, it's like, yo, this is how she sees black people. To me, that's sickening, and I see why she's not doing much for the community right here at home. Hollywood is not keeping it real. Let's go into Tyler Perry. Let's talk about how Hollywood is not keeping it real with Tyler Perry. Monique is exposing Tyler Perry because, you know, it was a situation. I got confused about it, but basically it's a situation between Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels. I'm not good with gossip, y'all, so you could go look the other videos up for them type of facts if you that interested in it. One of these two people said she was difficult to work with, and then from what I'm hearing, Tyler Perry co-signed, but he never worked with her personally. So first of all, let me just get into Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels, because these are, to me, these are niggas out here in these streets. Like, and when I say nigga, when y'all hear me say niggas, if I'm talking about somebody directly, just understand that when I say niggas and I say a black man or a black woman, I'm talking about two different types of people, okay? Two different types of people, two different types of mindsets. Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels do nigga shit. What is nigga shit? Shit that you would do to keep your people submissive and subservient within the black community. Oprah did the same thing from the example I gave. Let me throw that in there. But Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry plays a woman on TV. I never was into Madea. He plays a black woman on TV. You're canceled out. That's the homosexualization of Hollywood. And I'm just saying the stuff that Monique can't get into because she's Monique. You see what I'm saying? That's not what she do. She's exposing them, but you gotta listen to what she's saying without her having to go into the details. Just know she has behind the scenes intel. But I'm like, this man plays a woman on TV. Oprah, then he works with Oprah. Okay, so these are all under the branch of Oprah. That's why I brought her up first. Then you got Lee Daniels. Empire. I've never even watched an episode of Empire just because all the bullshit that I heard about it. You know, I'm like, you come up with the most stereotypical depictions of black people, and that does not represent most black people in the community. It does not. You got Oprah, Tyler Perry, and Lee Daniels, and these all go together. The Tyler Perry movies, whack. Lee Daniels, whack. The Henrietta Lacks with the Oprah did, whack. It was very disappointing that she would portray them people like that. It's like, you was better off not even doing this movie. Y'all should have just did a documentary on the Oprah show, which you didn't know or something. You know she got her own network and shit. So y'all should have just did a series about her on the network. Don't act and then act the whole a plump fool, you know, while you're playing the woman's part. So, okay, we had to get them out of the way. Monique, she exposed all these people. What she said was they can suck my... If I had one. If I had one, they could suck it. She said that live on a comedy show. So that's when all of this got blown up. So she's exposing them right there at her shows. And understand, too, she is a comedian. So she says things in a certain type of way. Alright? Then Sheryl Underwood.
We all know Sheryl. It's like you gotta start screaming to try to get... This is all Sheryl said, and this is when I said, well, let me tell you what she said. After she went through all of her spiel, she said, I know you right, and I know you ain't lying. Then I said, bitch, what we talking about then? If you know I'm right.
That's what she said. And bitch, what you talking about then?
If you know I'm right, and you know I'm not lying, but you set up on that television show and said, I need to apologize. Well, Monique, I've apologized to people that's done me wrong. I said, then bitch, if that's the slave way you want to handle it, that's your goddamn business, and shame on you, but don't make your situation my situation.
She did get opportunities through Monique. And when Monique was talking about it, she's like, look, we've been in the trenches together. We've been had to demand our check, whatever, in the background for together. So for her to be on TV talking about, you know, when she said, my friend, you're going to talk on the show. And you're going to be safe because you feel like you're in a good position right now. All right? So just let me lay the foundation of how Monique exposes Hollywood. Adrienne Bailon. This is a young girl that came out. She was from 3LW. Y'all check my channel because I got a few videos. So Adrienne Bailon is basically like, you know, you don't have to be, you know, if you're classy, you don't have to be yelling, because, and that means you're keeping it real. And to be honest, Monique is not yelling. When you hear Monique on the show, I think she has the open relationship with her and her husband on there. They got a show where we're seeing her expose these people from. She is being classy on the show. But when she's being a comedian, what everybody get retarded now that we don't know that comedians are supposed to be funny and they talk like that? They have a dirty mouth. So Adrienne Bailon came out like, yeah, you don't have to, you can be classy and this and that. She's one to talk. Like I said, check out my videos. Monique just said, you know what? She's too much of a baby for me to even address her. She ain't even get a Grammy yet. That's basically what Monique said. Alright, drops mic. Like, you didn't even have a Grammy. You're not even on my level right now. You being cute for TV, I get it, but she's too young. So Monique didn't even go in on her. Let me start right there. That's some real grown woman shit that Monique did.
First time I saw the clip, I only saw the clip with our baby, what's her name? What's the baby name? Adrienne. I only saw that clip. And when I responded to the clip, I responded the way I'll still respond. That baby gets a pass because she's too young to even begin to understand what the fight is for. So I understand her making the comment. It's like, listen, y'all, I'm on TV. I want to secure my place. I want to let people know I have a voice. So here it goes.
Being that we're young, what Monique is trying to do out here in these streets is expose to people who are real out here in the community, to if you ever do make it in Hollywood, because she knows a lot of people in our communities do aspire to make it in Hollywood to some extent, or you know, just a lot of young people. That's been something that has just been blown up in our generations. So she's basically being like, nobody told me what to expect. I'm trying to let y'all know that if y'all ever end up here, this shit is fake, period. You ain't got no friends in Hollywood. Alright, then Kym Whitley, which that's why I'm going into the topic of friends again, because all of these people, Oprah, you know, she would have thought was like a friend, especially from the conversations that they had. That by the way, Monique never put Oprah's business out, what they talked about. You know, Sheryl Underwood, to having a personal relationship with her, even, you know, opening the way in a lot of ways for Sheryl Underwood.
And it's gotten even worse now because we're caught up in, I'm trying to get my private jet, so I don't give a fuck how it goes for you. I'm trying to get my yacht. I'm trying to get my mansion. So listen, niggas, I'm not standing up saying a goddamn thing because it might interfere with my material shit now.
Kym Whitley, all of these people are supposed to be some kind of friend to Oprah. Even Steve, oh, I almost forgot what, Steve Harvey. Oh my goodness, how was I about to forget Steve Harvey? This coon. I like Family Feud, don't get me wrong, it's entertaining. I like to see when he's being funny. When he has a talk show, it's like, no, I don't want to, he coons. And he went out and was like, you know, as Monique being my friend, this and that. And Monique went on him, oh, he's my friend, I'm his friend and all that. He got this to say, but he never called me. Today I'm seeing Monique speak about what Kym Whitley said.
So someone else called me and said, yo, did you hear Kym Whitley? And I was like, no. And they were pretty pissed off because it's somebody that knows both of us. Mm-hmm. And it was like, yo, I'm kind of fucked up because she was talking greasy about you. And I was like, Kym Whitley? So he said, you gotta go watch the clip. So I watched this clip. And I watched Kym Whitley when they asked her, what do you feel about what Monique said? And she says, she's like the fourth supreme. And she's like that aunt that just won't let it go. Now I'm watching this sister say it out of her mouth, right? And I said, okay, this is a person that we've had a friendship. This is a sister that we've gone to both others' homes. We've broken bread together. This is a sister, and when I watched her, and then she said, well, what I know about Oprah, everything is always good intentions. For the 3 or 4 years I've been on her network, she always operates from love. Okay, but I'm watching you be shitty. And that's the best word I can give, shitty.
Is that the best? There you go.
Shitty.
Okay.
I don't want to say messy, fuck it. It was shitty.
All right.
Okay, so I'm watching this sister be shitty. And I'm saying to myself, are you trying to secure a position on the real? Because the sister you're speaking about, that's the fourth supreme, the sister that you're speaking about that need to let shit go, I'm the same sister that you called up and wanted advice from me and my husband because you were being mistreated by your representation. This is the same sister that said to me as we got to the top of the mountain one day with tears coming down her eyes, Monique, you have everything. And I said, Kym, I don't have everything. I'm just happy with what I have.
Now Monique's looking back, she's like, oh, was it because I was just because I was popping? But now that you have a certain type of situation set up, and I'm not going to put your personal business out there about you that I know, by the way, but since you have a personal situation set up, now you coming out to tell me to chill out, why don't she just let it go? Because Oprah has you on the network now. What she's saying about these people, including Steve Harvey, they're not, none of these people are her friends. Hollywood is fake. Alright, Cardi B, for the younger generation, because y'all, I didn't even know who Cardi B was, but I just found out about her. I kind of like Cardi B. You know, she seems real. Cardi B is a young woman having these struggles in her early 20s, I believe. Cardi B is a young black woman out here in these streets, and she's basically was ranting because she's like, Hollywood is so fake. I enjoy my life before this. What I get from this about Hollywood, people like to get into the Illuminati. We can have that conversation another day. I know all about it. The so-called Illuminati. I don't spend my time focusing on that. I just see it simple. You know, you got two different types of people in the world. You got real people and you got fake people. And in anything that you do, even in our real lives, think about how many fake people you done met in your real life. Just sit back and think. The exes that was fake. The friends that was fake. The family members that was fake. The co-workers that was fake. And then go back and think about all the ones that was real. It's fewer, but you do have people who you met in your life who they show to be themselves throughout the whole experience. We gonna call those the people to keep it real. So regardless if they making no money, if they making a few thousand a month, 10,000, whatever the tax bracket, these people always gonna have the same core values. Those are the people that keeps it real. You have another group of people who will do whatever they got to do to put themselves in a better situation. They would kiss your ass or whatever if you popping, but as soon as you not, these same people are going to be quick to not hold you down and to, if they need to, hop out against you. That's fake. All this time I've been doing business, I've met a lot of fake people and I met a lot of real people. It don't got nothing to do with that. I keep business. But you got to know how to separate. So what a lot of these celebrities are saying, like Monique and Cardi B, is that this industry is fake as hell. And you gotta just know that the industry is no different from what you experience in real life, probably just worse, it's amplified. Just like they say with money. Money doesn't change a person, it brings out who they really are. So if this dude's into sex, if he's this, you know, if he's into drugs, whatever this person into, when they get the fame, is going to multiply because you have more money, you have more access to do what you want to do. So that's why money and fame destroys some people it doesn't, you know, because of what they do and how they spend their energy. So Monique has been exposing Hollywood, she's been exposing the fakeness, and she's been just trying to tell the youth, be careful out here in these streets. And my message to the youth is that we don't need these big networks to do what we do no more. You can do it yourself. You really can do it yourself. Y'all check out my main channel, Pretty Boss TV. That's my channel where I talk about business, you know, entrepreneurship. I'm self-employed, and ways to make money online. We got a whole new generation now to where we can put our own selves on. Whoever had the opportunity. You understand? And it don't matter what age you are. There's a niche for everything. So don't ever feel like I'm too young or I'm too old. Don't never feel like that. I'm not going to be too old till they put me in the grave. Real talk. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this. My opinion, Hollywood is fake as hell. I already know. And they got a few real ones in there that's far in between, just like in real life. PrettyBossTV.com. Keep it real. Peace.